So we're here at Chutes Provincial Park, headed towards Lake Superior. Left Ottawa yesterday on June 3rd. Today's June 4. Was a little chilly last night. I guess it's at about +4. And we're just getting ready to break camp and drive on. I'm not sure how much further we'll get today. Maybe to Wawa or beyond. Beautiful sunny morning though. Just a few shots of the Osab River at Chutes Provincial Park. Just this morning is breaking here. And a few pink lady slippers, an orchid. One of the campsites at Agawa Provincial Park, right along the waterfront. So as we wind this video down, I just want to muse about some geology plant relationships that may or may not exist. There are 4 plants that are interesting at Chutes Provincial Park. One is yellow lady slipper, second is Lobelia, the third is upland's white goldenrod, and the fourth is pink lady slipper. Now, the pink lady slipper is generally considered by most people to prefer acidic soil, like the Canadian Shield. On the other hand, the yellow lady slipper, Lobelia, and the upland's white goldenrod are plants that are often associated with soils or substrates that are rich in calcium. In other words, they show calcicolous plant tendencies. The yellow lady slipper occurs in a mixed forest, where there's both deciduous trees and a few balsam. The Lobelia and the upland's white goldenrod share the same habitat. They grow on rock that is exposed along the flood-washed sides of the Osab River. That rock is not itself calcareous. There is some reported chemistry on the general type of rock, not necessarily from the park, but in the region. And there's nothing unusual about the chemistry of the rock that the Lobelia and the upland's white goldenrod occur in. So we have these sort of 3 quite distinct habitats. Pink lady slipper on acidic soil within on the floor of a coniferous forest. Yellow lady slipper perhaps on more what people would call rich soil, mixed conifer deciduous forest. And Lobelia plus the upland's white goldenrod growing on flood-washed rock exposed in and along the edges of the Osab River. 3 quite distinct habitats where these plants occur. So this raises the interesting question, why do we have plants that look like they tolerate or thrive in calcium-rich environments present at Chutes Provincial Park, when in fact through the eyes of the geologist, myself, I don't see rocks or glacial deposits that are rich in calcium. On the other hand, the pink lady slipper occurs exactly where we would predict, on a rocky knoll on the floor of a coniferous forest, where the substrate is more acidic because of the breakdown of the conifer needles. Does this suggest, therefore, that maybe there's a hidden source of calcium, something that geologists sometimes always appeal to? There's something hidden, we can't prove or disprove it. But I don't see any hidden source of calcium either in the rocks that have been studied in the park area, or in the glacial deposits, although admittedly I haven't done exhaustive calcium measurements on those materials. So one possibility is there's a hidden source of calcium. The second possibility is that, frankly, plants just show a broader range of tolerance for the acidity or the alkalinity, in other words, the chemistry of the substrate in which they grow. So certainly some plants are absolutely desire to have calcium-rich substrate, whereas others can tolerate neutral or slightly acid substrates, and will also tolerate slightly alkaline substrates. Perhaps that's what we're seeing with the yellow lady slipper, Lobelia, and the upland's white goldenrod. And thirdly, maybe this is just one of those exceptions for which there's no rational explanation. Nature has many exceptions. We don't fully understand perhaps the cause that's contributing to the location of a particular type of plant species. I should note, I'm not a trained botanist, so these are just observations made through the eyes of a geologist, that we seem to have plants in an area, Chutes Provincial Park, and those plants thrive or enjoy or tolerate calcium-rich environments, and we don't seem to have a calcium-rich environment that's obvious in the park itself. So, We muse. It's some thoughts to consider, maybe keep you awake at night. If you have your own thoughts, by all means, drop a note and make a comment, and I'd be pleased to certainly be pleased to read them. Again, I'm not a botanist, so I can't give you an authoritative answer. So that winds up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, give us a like, drop a comment if you'd like, and until the next one, stay well. Thank you.